What's up guys, it's Ventral here, previously known as Chef Merit, and after 8 long months I'm finally bringing you another video. Today, I'll be showing you how to guaranteed easily kill Haderax the Invincible on any character. It took me a little while to figure out this method, so if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. Before I show you my loadout, before jumping into this, the spot that you're going to want to stand is right here. This little point on that rock, and the spot you're going to want to shoot is this triangle in the rock formation. You're going to want to ricochet your conference call shots off that. It's where perfect bullet split is. But for my loadout, I am clearly running 2 conference calls. Now only one is required, but I'm a Berserker, so why wouldn't I run 2? I'm using Miss Moxie's Grog Nozzle. It's good to have a Moxie weapon in case you mess up. You can heal yourself quite a bit. As for my shield, I'm using the B shield. It's a pretty classic shield, and the amp damage, it just pays off a ton. Because you really ideally want to one-phase this boss, but you can 2-phase. That damage will get you there. And my class mod is the Chaotic Evil class mod, which you can get from Tiny Tina's DLC, from Creature Mimics. And the relic and the nade don't really matter, but I am using an explosive relic for no reason at all, and the magic missile for funsies. It's a good weapon for me, or good grenade. It's important to note that your skill points, like there's no specific skill points that you need for this fight on any character. You just need to do whatever you can to maximize your damage output. Every character has specific things they can do to really pump out that damage, and that's exactly what you need to do to try and 1 or 2 phase this boss. So really do whatever you can to maximize your character's damage output. There are a couple points that I do want, well, a few points that I do want to make during this video. The first one is these worms that you're seeing me shoot right there, they need to die. You do not want to get hit by them. They are nuisances, they will take away your B shield, it's just a pain in the ass. So whenever you see them spawn, especially while Haderax is not in the correct location for you to kill him, you need to kill these worms. The second point I would like to make is that if you're out in the open for too long, this boss is going to shoot a corrosive ball at you just like that. Now, this ball doesn't one-shot you or anything, it's just a pretty big nuisance. It's kind of like the worms where it takes away your B shield because it does constant ticking damage. Basically, you just don't, like, it doesn't matter if you're out in the open for too long as you don't make him spit the corrosive ball on this rock right here. Because if it's on this rock, it's going to stop you from ricocheting your shots with the perfect bullet split. It's going to stop you from critting this guy. Like, you're going to lose an opportunity for damaging him. So do not let him spit a corrosive spitball on this rock. Point number 3. Whenever he leaves the arena and burrows underground, he's going to spit a volley of slag projectiles at you. I'm sure you've seen it several times by now. But basically, these slag projectiles, you do not want to get hit by them. They deal massive amounts of damage, although they don't usually insta-kill you. Like, if you get hit by the whole volley, you're probably going to be fine, but it's going to take you down to a very low amount of health. However, like any other projectile, you can shoot them out of the sky, but chances are you're not going to hit them all. It's going to hit you, it's going to take away your B shield. Those were the slag projectiles right there. Got me to 1 shot. You just want to dip behind a rock. You want to stay alive. You don't want to get hit by them. It's that simple. Just avoid them. Now, if you haven't noticed, this run has been pretty sloppy for me so far. I've been missing the crit spot, I haven't really been paying attention, etc. But it brought me to the next point, so point number 5, I think. If you cannot one-phase him, like if you make a mistake like me right here, where I double reload instead of reload, shoot, kill. If you make this kind of mistake, he's going to start burrowing all around the cave and start healing himself to full health. There are 2 things you can do. One, you can catch him every time he jumps around. He'll shoot slag projectiles at you. Just dodge him, you'll be fine. Shoot him out of the air, whatever. Shoot him every time he appears. You can minimize the amount of healing he does if you're hurting him, because you can't heal while you're hurting him. Or number 2, the second thing you can do, which is way more effective, is that if you have like an incendiary weapon or a slag weapon, I should have been using my Grog Nozzle, but specifically if you have a fire weapon and you shoot him and you light him on fire, that dot damage will prevent his health regeneration. So if you ever can't one-face him and he starts jumping around and healing, just pull out a fire weapon and make sure you set him on fire. It will prevent him from healing any further, and you can easily just kill him in the second phase, in the second damage phase. The final point that I want to make is that you can actually maximize your efficiency by predicting where he's going to spawn next. Predicting is easy. There are 3 geysers and he's going to spawn out of one of them. He'll be tunneling into one of the remaining 2, and whichever one he didn't touch, he's going to come out of next. You can use this information to prepare your position by getting back onto that pointed rock before he comes up in the correct spot. If you do this correctly and you don't get hit by any worms, spores, or projectiles, or even the corrosive ball, then you should have no trouble inevitably killing him. I hope you guys enjoyed this solo Haderax guide, and I hope this helps you farm his loot like a farming simulator. Speaking of loot, if you'd like to see an ultra efficient clip of me using this method and see the beautiful loot that follows, make sure you stick around for the next 2 minutes or so. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.